Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nicholas, and this is Hypnovision, and I want to thank you for stopping by. This evening, I thought I would just get on the mic and share a few words. So when it comes to affirmations and self-improvement, mainly with breaking those mental patterns that we all have inside of us, sometimes affirmations don't always work, and that is based on our internal belief systems. So in other words, no matter how much we can write an affirmation, if we are not able to couple that with the feeling, then the affirmation does not have the same strength. So I want to share with you a little tip that worked for me last year. And it worked so well for me that it almost made me feel like I truly shifted through multiple realities of releasing identifications within myself. And each time it was like I was noticing things different being reflected back to me. So using the phrase, I will, in junction with I am, and intending to reflect that onto yourself will help you to mentally break some of these patterns, because now you are invoking your willpower verbally or either written. Now, luckily for me, I am a DJ and I already had access to some of this equipment. So starting a podcast is really not that far-fetched from what I was already doing. But I never in 1,000 years and really took it as something that I would be doing on a regular basis. But that is the key to how these affirmations work for me, because I would get on the microphone and I would start reading my affirmations and reading things like, I will not take a victim mindset, I am creative, and so on and so on. I would listen to it back and hear what I would consider now a lack of confidence in my voice, as if I was doubting myself. And I actually made a video and I would just sit there and I would talk back to myself. You are very creative. You are amazing. You need to stop doubting yourself. And so through a series of repetition, I eventually was able to trick my mind into releasing the emotion to match that mental vibration. And that is essentially like what some people would consider breaking the illusion of self-identification or outwardly people-pleasing. I am what everybody else says I am. I am scared to come out of my shell and be myself, be my genuine, authentic self. So writing these affirmations, you may find yourself really struggling with connecting the emotion and the thought that you want to generate and manifest into your body, because our bodies are always responding to our mental state and our emotional state of being. So I take this back to a video I've done before. Your mind is like a mental pharmacy for your body. So the more that we get to know ourselves and understand the language of the body, we begin to understand what thoughts can manifest symptoms in what areas of the body. And you really start to learn this and understand this when you do self-hypnosis or deep meditations, where you're able to relax and take all of your focus and put it onto your body. It's like a body check. You know, is my legs relaxed? Are my arms relaxed? Where do I have tension in my body? And I just want to sit here and listen to what my body is telling me. And you'll be really surprised, because the body's language sometimes is not what you think it is. It's not that voice inside of your head. Sometimes you have these internal images, these pictograms, as I like to refer to them, visions. Really, that's what it is visions in your imagination, the image in your imagination, the self-image. So when we have low confidence in what our self-image is, and we don't know what we identify with or how we identify or what we should be identifying, we are in this state of confusion Matter of fact, it is the month of May, so I would say Gemini double-minded or split energy or something along those lines is really interesting when you think about it through that perception, through that lens. We are constantly bombarded outwardly, so getting time to sit down and really write some of these things, but more so allowing yourself to feel it. You need to be able to feel it in the present moment. So you may doubt yourself. Don't do it. Don't do it. And don't try to not think about doubting yourself. The best way is just to navigate your attention away from something that you don't like. Because the way things work in our reality is the more dominant we are with our energetic field, we get that in response. It doesn't matter if it's positive. It doesn't matter if it's negative. And that is what most people do not get until they get to a certain point of internal understanding of reality. And that is very enlightening, because it is like the woman in the red dress in the Matrix. It is like that car that you just bought. Now you see it everywhere. It's because inside of your awareness of your intention, it is on the surface level. It is dominantly in your reality, so you are noticing it more. Likewise, our thought patterns work the same way. So if we have an underlying subconscious negative outlook on life, then we will dominantly experience and perceive life through that lens. So the way you break free from that is use your willpower. I will not view things in a negative perception. However, if I experience negative things, I will not give it emotional energy, therefore magnify that experience in a more negative way. So you have to accept that reality is both positive and negative. There is a dualistic aspect to reality. It takes positive and negative to create a charge, and it takes positive and negative to make the internal loop, so to speak. So the pineal gland, when you see the Kundalini rising, I see that as a broken circuit, or a circuit that is allowing the creative spark of life to flow through and regenerate your body. So using the terms I am, I will, are very, very powerful when you start to turn those things inward and speak to yourself and give yourself the kind of love, the kind of words, and allow yourself to feel the things that you would say to somebody else. In other words, be your own best friend. Take the advice, that good advice that you give other people, and take it for yourself. Give it to yourself. I'm telling you, you will experience something profound. If you feel like you don't know what it's like to receive that, then that is something that is definitely worth practicing with. And with that, I just want to close out and say that this is totally off the cuff, just completely random. And I just thought I'd share this tonight. And I hope everybody has a good weekend coming up.